Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Investor Fuel podcast. I'm your host, Quentin Evans, better known as Q. And today I'm joined by someone I've been looking forward to chatting with, my friend Staj Geleszinski. Yeah, I didn't mess it up already. Geleszinski, absolutely. Who is making serious moves in the I don't want to give it away, but he got something that can track a little data, maybe help you out, maybe get to some transactions before they kind of go to the market. So I don't want to give it too much away because I want my man to be able to tell it for himself. But I'm just glad to have him here. And Staj, I think our listeners are really going to take something away from your approach to this technology, your approach to building a platform that's really going to help people. And so, man, listen, I just want to dive in. So first off, for people who may not be familiar with you and your world, give us a short version of what's your main focus these days.
Yeah, so Q, thank you so much for having me. My name is Stash Geleszinski. I've been in commercial real estate and brokerage predominantly the majority of my career. And I'm a partner and a founder of a firm called Needle. And you can find it at needle.us, nedl.us. And the hypothesis behind that is, what if you could use data and analytics to predict real estate transactions? And it really came out of a need that I had. Being a broker, I met all my friends through cold calls, essentially, burning up the phones. And what I found was that, if you have 20 properties and I say, hey, you've got 20 properties, do you want to sell any of them? It's a blanket no, immediately no. But if I can call you and get in front of you at the right time, at the right place, about the right property, you're going to be much more inclined to be like, we were actually just thinking about that. We're actually just evaluating that. So that's the path that my partners and I started walking down a few years ago. And we found that our models are up to 80% accurate in identifying transactions before they either go to market. So within 6 months. And then we also, for the brokerage community, we have a buyer matching algorithm that is about 70% accurate in identifying buyers.
Yeah, man, I love it. I really, really love it. What caught my attention that you said up to 80% accuracy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, man. And I'm sure within this climate, sometimes it can't be easy. I would imagine sometimes to get people to really buy in to that 80% accuracy. Because I don't know, have they ever heard of anything like that? Have you ever heard of anything like that? 80% accuracy?
Well, yeah, I mean, there's the typical broker, model is, you've got a 1% to 3% conversion rate. So if you're making 100 calls a day, maybe you're going to have 10, 15 conversations a day, but out of that, you're going to have, maybe 3% of those that are actually going to turn into an interested or motivated seller, because you're just kind of doing blanket cold calling. Um, and so there's not really any other solution out there. There's a couple of other products that maybe have some degree of, it's essentially lead scoring for commercial real estate, for properties. But the difference is that we have the contact information. We know who the owner is. We know who the true owner is, who the person behind the LLC is. And that's what some of our competitors don't have. So, no, I mean, it kind of sounds too good to be true, but it's true. It's there. It works. I've gotten listings and closings directly from the platform.
I love it, man. I love it, man. So let me ask you this. What's been the key to keeping that machine running smoothly?
You know, it's you still got to go out there and sweet talk the princess. You know, you can't just call somebody and be like, hey, Q, I know you're going to sell this property, because that's an immediate turnoff. So you still have to go out there and be providing value to the person on the other end of the phone. But the best way to do that is to help fill a need that they have when you call them.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
And that's what we're helping, our users do, is be efficient with their time. Because early brokers, I've seen it time and again, and I almost fell victim to it myself, is, you feel like you want to know everything about a given owner, all their properties, everything, so that when you get them on the phone, you can be on top of the game. And so what you do is you spend, 15 to 30 minutes researching the prospect, and then you're like, okay, I'm ready to go. And then you pick up the phone, you make the call, and it goes to voicemail. And then you've got to do it again and again and again. Whereas what we're saying is we can show you their whole portfolio, but more importantly, we can give you the talking points and the deals that you want to have a conversation with them about here, now, today. So that's what we're trying to do.
No, absolutely. The part I love what you said is filling a need, right? I think when people understand that this is something that they need and you can feel it, I think that is the key to success. That is key to something thriving, but also the key to getting people to buy in when they can see, oh yeah, like I need this.
Yeah.
Like I need this can actually change everything, and so I think, yeah.
I've had a number of demos with property owners showing them the solution, and well, let's see what you have. And it's great when, the properties that we've identified, they're like, huh, yeah, we're, I'm not going to confirm or deny, but
right, that part.
We may have been thinking about selling those.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I get it, man. Now listen, Mr. Staj, now every operator I know, they have a moment when things, they get real, right? Maybe a deal that went sideways, or a time maybe that you had to pivot. You mind sharing one of those moments within, your journey?
Man, the whole startup industry, the whole startup game is a challenge in and of itself, because what you're trying to do is create a solution out of nothing. It was literally just an idea I had, and I had a friend come to me. He's like, hey, my partners and I have a background in software. We want to buy value add real estate. I was like, oh my God, like I've been thinking about this for years now. And so, that was kind of the challenge, is because what's interesting is I had some partners in my brokerage practice, and I was like, what if we could do this? And they're like, nah, that'll never work. And it's just kind of that you got to have that belief in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else is going to.
Yeah,
So, I think one of the hardest parts is just getting started and walking down that path. Pivots, I think we haven't necessarily had to pivot necessarily, but I think being open to adapting. So we've had some conversations with some other technology companies, and there's one in particular that they do essentially smart monitoring for utilities, boilers, chillers, cooling towers, things like that. And I was having a conversation with them, and I was like, we could not only partner on data sharing, but we could just tweak our algorithm for you and create a set of hot leads for you based on a number of different data points that are readily available out there. It just takes an understanding of how to be able to capture that data, what's important to you, because what's important to an investment sale broker is going to be different than what's important to somebody selling, utility monitoring. So I think, it's not necessarily a pivot, but it's persevering and then being open to other opportunities as they present themselves.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency. It's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
absolutely. Absolutely. Nope. That's the kind of stuff people really don't talk about enough. And honestly, it's kind of what separates the folks who kind of dabble from those who stay kind of in it the long game. And so, man, it sounds like you got something figured out there. So let me ask you this. What are you most focused on? Like what are you focused on, like scaling or problem that you're looking to solve? Like what's the goal? What's next for you?
So what we've done with the platform is we've bootstrapped it for the initial way. Then we did a friends and family capital raise. We're probably, $500,000 into it. And now we're in the midst of our seed capital raise round. And, it's, perseverance, it's going out there, getting your teeth kicked in by VCs for various reasons. And just, all right, well, one down, or 700 down, we got onto the next one. And, it's similar in my brokerage practice. I remember, I would get a no. I remember I had a guy, he was my partner, ended up being my partner for 10 years. And we went and did a proposal on like a 700 unit deal. And at the time we were mostly hustling like 30 unit deals, but I'd been sticking with this owner for a while, and we went, did the proposal. We didn't end up getting the transaction, but just for me being at the table, and even when I got the no from the owner, hey, we're going to go with this much more established competitor. All right, that's great. And I just picked up the phone and kept on prospecting. That's the name of the game. So it's just perseverance in the face of adversity.
Nope, that's big. That's big. The perseverance aspect of it, especially you already got things in place that's moving, and then now you're trying to get people to buy into this new idea, this new tool. I don't even want to call it an idea because you're proving it, right? So this new tool, and so what I do understand is that the next move, it can either compound things or it can create chaos depending on how you play it.
Yeah.
Now I know a lot of people, they listening and they're either early in their journey or they're looking to level up, and I think they'll benefit from hearing this. So when it comes to building relationships and growing your network, what's made the biggest difference for you?
That's a great question. So when I first started, I was all about transactions, deals, because as a broker, like that's your value, but, or that's what you think your value is. What your true value is coming to each conversation and providing value, adding value to each conversation. So, the most blatant way to do it is to come with a deal, but maybe there's, a new job announcement, or maybe some market intel about a competitor or a recent trade or something like that.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
So, making sure that you're having insightful, intelligent conversations so that when you do get somebody on the phone, because as you keep calling too, as you build your practice, people they're going to see your phone, they're going to see your number on the phone, and they're going to say, do I want to have a conversation with this person or not? And you only get like 3 at bats before they will just ignore your call forever. So you want to make sure that when you are calling, you have something of value for them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like you can't fake that. Like relationships are everything in this space. And so, yeah. Yeah. Like, yeah, when you got them, you got to make sure you land this thing. So no, I definitely understand that, man.
And you have to keep nurturing them too.
Oh yeah. Talk about that more. Yeah. You definitely have to nurture them for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So, the way to think about building relationships is it's an ongoing conversation, and it may be a conversation that you just have once a year, but, and you don't necessarily need to know everything about how's your wife or how's your kids or how's your dog or how's your vacation. Those things actually don't add value. And in fact, I hate it when a salesperson calls me and tries to like dig into my personal, because like, that's not why we're here to talk. We're here to talk about this. Let's get to it. And so I think it's knowing your audience too. Like some people you can have those with it, but you can't fake it too. You can't,
that part.
You can't pretend to care about somebody's dog if you're allergic to dogs and don't actually like dogs, right?
Absolutely.
But there are some guys that I have genuine connections with, and it's like, hey man, how are you? What's up? How you doing? But that comes over time and building trust. So that's what I would say about that.
Yeah, man. No, you are definitely right. That's personal and professional. So you are absolutely correct. So listen, man, before we wrap up, if someone wanted to reach out to you, connect with you, maybe collaborate with you, or learn more about what you're doing, what's the best way for them to reach out to you?
Yeah. So if you're interested in a demo, we have a free trial built right into the website, but the website is needle.us, NEDL.us. My email address is stash, STASH @needle.us. And if you want to cold call me, I would welcome that. My number is 513-417-5588. Bring it on.
I love it, man. Stash ain't scared. Stash ain't scared at all. You want a cold call? Come on.
I'm a warrior. I've made my living on the phone.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Well, perfect. Well, listen, man, I appreciate your time. I appreciate your story, your perspective. We need more people like you in this space who's doing it the right way, man. So thanks again for being here. And for those tuning in, if you got value from this, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. We got more conversations coming with operators, just like my man Stash Geleszinski. Thank you. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you, man. So listen, until the next time, everyone, and tune in, and we look forward to seeing you on the next time. Have a great one.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.